going on, everybody? Let's see where I can get this thing where we can sit and chit chat. Should have prepared better for this one. I gotta turn this down a little bit. Yeah, burning on that old stump. So today is my Friday for the regular job. So I figured I'd pop on again, you know. Been trying to pop on here on the weekends mostly. So today is basically like a weekend for me. Yeah, just trying to see what everybody's doing, what everybody's up to. And maybe talk about some, I don't know, anything preparedness, anything really. It's a Thursday. Shouldn't be too crazy, right? Thursday's all right. The traffic's still out over here again today. I'll probably have a live next weekend that I'm actually way back out there somewhere doing a burn on a stump back there that's a lot smaller that I finally got hacked down a little bit over by the range, so I might end up burning something way back in the middle of never land spot, whatever you want to call it. I got a table out here today. Yeah. And I hear an airplane somewhere over there. That's cool. So what's everybody up to? And what's everybody doing? And what's everybody think about all this financial stuff too? Speaking of preparedness, economic collapse type stuff, right? What's everybody doing? Where's everybody putting their money? Still buying tangibles. Stocks are crazy. Crypto's crazy. Will the Fed lower rates? Will the Fed not lower rates? It's just a fun time like that, right? It just depends on what you think is going to end up making it. Is that silver going to make it? Is the gold going to make it? Is the ammo going to make it? You know? You just go 100% survival mode kind of a thing. I don't see it being bad right now buying any extra food. I'll tell you that for sure. I don't think having too much food is definitely a problem. I would just, make sure you have it so where it's stored up good enough. And the ash is coming all over me off this thing. Hey, what's going on, Star? Yeah, so just trying to see what everybody's doing, how everybody's doing, what everybody's putting their money into. Me personally right now, I'm trying to knock the debt back a little bit, but does it really matter with something crazy happening? If something crazy ends up happening, might not matter so much about all the debt. I know I am refinancing everything currently, finally out here now. Actually, today is two months, 8 weeks out here. And yeah, it's incredible having a massive backyard, stuff like that. I cut a whole bunch of wood, still need to split a bunch of wood, so it's going to be a whole thing for that too. Probably more so in the next week or two. It's been so hot here. I mean, literally just like so humid. This is probably the worst year it's been here for me since I came to Michigan. It's just been so damn hot. I mean, you don't even really need to do much and you will sweat. I could sit here and sweat. That's when you know, when you're just sitting and sweating. Oh, thanks for all the thumbs up stuff. Yeah, cool. When you can just sit and sweat, you know it's not comfortable. But you got to split the wood. I have no furnace. I've said it before. Got no furnace, man. All I got is a wood stove out here, so it's gonna be a thing for sure. Having enough firewood. I got a couple of ricks split maybe, and had the property now for a couple years, and we're just. I mean, I still got it. Next week maybe I end up getting a truck. Hey, what's going on, Max? Maximo, something like that, right? Sorry about any pronunciations because I have no clue. I'm just not too good at that. But yeah, if I get this truck, it'll be a lot easier to drive back in there and pull that, I got stuff chopped up that I still didn't move. I got more stuff I could chop up, or at least cut up or whatever, and then split everything at some point. So yeah, it'll be a lot easier with the truck, some sort of piece of equipment or something like that. So that's gonna be a good thing for sure. I cannot wait. I really hope I can get one next week. And it has been a long time coming, and the little side business is taking off a bit. Some land clearing, a little bit of excavation. That's kind of like what I'm into a little bit as far as the side business. The regular job still there, still doing that. I'm just trying to boost this other thing up on the side so much, just because there's so much to it. The excavation, you can get crazy jobs, and then the tree chopping and the tree cutting, and I went and checked out one today. Oh my gosh, I've never heard of these trees. Supposedly they're considered an invasive species, and I can't remember. It was like heavenly tree. It was some crazy something like that. And I don't even know exactly where they're from. I think the guy said somewhere in Asia they originally came from, but these things were like 6 feet across. And there was like 2 or 3 pieces coming out of them. It was crazy. One piece even broke off. If I got a little bit better pictures while I was there today doing an estimate for them, and it was crazy too because I mean it is. The one side of there's two of them, two trees like this. Hey, what's going on, Dovey? There's like a 6 foot across, not even around. I mean across tree that has another piece come off of it that's 5 feet across or 6 feet across also. I mean, it is crazy huge. And there's two of them. The one had 3 pieces coming off of it. And they're right next to each other. One's on the power line. Then the other one's almost on the power line, stuff hanging over, branches had already fallen off of it. And they're like on the edge of this house. I mean, it was freaking huge. That's why I said, hey, Dovey. I don't know how else to say it. Rosenberg. Anyways, hey, what's up, bigger? Yeah. Yeah, so, man, I don't know what to think. Doing this tree chopping stuff and doing any extra excavation on this side. And I mean, you stand a chance to make some real money. I started like a real business, even though it's a side business, outside of work kind of a thing. And I'm doing it all week. This next 10 days, I think I got in a row coming up for work outside of my regular job. So like after work, some of those days, it's like crazy. Yeah, not a gaming stream. Yeah, no, well, I don't really game much. It's kind of where I play now, but like back there further. Thomas. No, not yet. That is what I want so bad. I just started looking into a little bit. I do not have enough fiat currency yet for the whole situation. But I do not have a furnace, and uh, yeah, I do have electricity currently. Not solar off of like the road out there. Regular power. Got to pay for. I've got some small little solar unit things that we can use if something goes out, but I don't have anything that's good enough to even power like a refrigerator or anything like that. That's some of my next steps are gonna be doing the solar thing because we've got the well. I got to get the little pump thing for the well that can go down into the well that you can still like siphon out, or the hand crank one that pull water up just in case. And so that one's gonna be a thing. I think they're a few $100, something like that. Yeah, I'm saving up. Yeah, it's definitely that. It's definitely pricey, but it's something I look forward to just because power goes out or something, and guess what? Still got power, right? It's it would be real nice to have something like that out here, because then I'm not wanting for anything, I guess. I've got a good wood stove set up. Probably do a few videos here and there over the winter, like I did last winter when we were building the place. But yeah, I wish I could have gotten in here even a month or two sooner. I could have gotten full garden set up, full everything set up. Even the sheep right now, I'm like almost hesitant to start out with them right now, just because look at all these little bugs. All these bugs plus the ash. This ash is literally coming right down on me again. It's crazy. But yeah, it's all a thing, that's for sure. Getting it all set up. Are you guys setting anything up tariff wise or any of that kind of stuff for food supply, extra gasoline, anything like that, or extra anything? Is there something you guys are doing? I'm not completely off the grid, like I said here. I do have some food storage stuff. That's the normal basic stuff. You can go back on the channel and see all sorts of stuff, but there may be way more or a little less or whatever, and in several different spots. But um, I think I'm okay with most of that right now. I feel like I'm okay with most of that. I usually get these like urges or these feelings like, maybe I should get a little bit more, say ammo, or say food, or better stuff for the water. But there is some natural water around here. I got plenty of ways to filter it. That would probably last me a very long time with all the filtration stuff that I do have. Because I like to buy stuff in batches when I buy this kind of stuff. Like, oh, you want a Sawyer Mini? Well, yeah, I got enough for one Sawyer Mini. If I had nothing, not even one Sawyer Mini, I'd probably hurry up, grab the Sawyer Mini and then save up and then just buy 10 of them next time through or something like that. What we got here? Yeah. Oh, definitely, Thomas. All that and then some. That's for sure. That's definitely for sure. Man, I am getting every piece of ash coming off this thing. This has been great. I definitely, definitely doing all that and then some, for sure. And it's hopefully going to get a little darker. We had a little bit of rain earlier, finally cut a little bit of that humidity. It's been like weeks, it feels like I said, probably the hottest summer that since I've been back in this state in, 12 years or something like that. Hey, what's up? Ronton barking. Yeah, what's going on? All right, you too, Thomas. Ronton. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Maybe I just say barking. I remember you from the last weekend. What's going on? My one true fan. Or, how do you say fan? I'm not really like that. One true supporter. That's the best word I would say. Yep. Oh, back at it again. No work tomorrow. Went and broke up a bunch of this wood and threw it up on there. Piece of a messed up old 2x4. And stuff got a little wet again today because we had a little bit more rain again. Whiskey, yeah, okay. Yep. So it's been a fun day at the regular job, and now off to the side work tomorrow. Tomorrow and Saturday, I'll be finishing a couple jobs. Might even hop on here a little bit tomorrow and Saturday. Might burn here. I don't know if this weekend I'm going to go out back and burn on that stump, like I said, but I might go back out there at least by next weekend, I would imagine. I might do a live stream back by the range. Not that I can do anything on a live stream or make stuff go ping, 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 but I could definitely get that smaller stump burnt down. I mean, this stump was huge. This tree was like over 3 foot across. And it's burning down. It's been a slow pace, but And who knows? Tomorrow I might do this like this. Tomorrow I might sneak out back tomorrow. The only problem is I got to be up the next day again, earlier again, and finish that job. So look at the ash coming down. Oh man, I had a piece of hot something hit me in the head a little while ago. Yeah, I felt. Ooh, yeah, I felt that one. Right, it was one of those things. Yeah. Almost a fully peaceful evening so far. Got all these chunks of messed up old wood, and tomorrow I'll be collecting like, oh my gosh, 10 plus walnut trees that we started chopping down. A few more to chop down tomorrow, and then after they're chopped, cutting them down into basically firewood size or something like that, throwing them on a dump trailer, bringing them, out. I'm dropping most of that on my buddy, because I got a lot of wood out here that I still haven't gotten to, but next weekend it will probably be a little slower from what it looks like after Thursday, Friday, after Friday maybe. I might have a day off or something next week, or two maybe. If I'm lucky, this Sunday will go real smooth, and I can wipe out everything I'm supposed to do Sunday on Saturday evening. If I'm lucky, that would be one lucky thing. I might have Sunday off. Pop up a regular video. If I get a few minutes, I run out with the kid. I don't know if you guys seen the shorts, but we got a stream. It's not, I don't know, maybe it's 10 minutes or something from me, and it's not a bad little spot. We probably caught like 10 bass or something, and I don't even know how many bluegills. We were just, because she likes using the worms, so we, no bobber, no nothing, just throw the worm out there, kind of let it go slow and slowly reel it in, kind of thing, and bam, we were doing that kind of a thing when we were down there. But yeah, she has a blast doing that. That's my oldest. Wife watches the grandkid, and me and the oldest go fishing. The youngest is currently pregnant, so that would be another grandchild, but that one's a female. This one was a male, and as long as they're all healthy, I'm happy. Oh, I might move this around a little bit. Move it around. That's all ash and coal back there. And one piece of 2x4. Oh, I didn't even get to knock it out. That's a lot of coals, but look at the ash coming down. Jeez. Fighting it. Yeah. Burning on. Well, I was going to bang on that and show you, but burning on that hard stump right there. Oh, some of this stuff is wet. Oh, yeah. I want to try to get that thing up just a little bit higher. That one I do in the back, possibly this weekend, or more than likely next weekend. You see all the stuff falling? There's going to be probably a bigger fire. I might make a big woof out in the middle of nowhere back there and light that whole area up. And oh, great, birds. Here comes the bird poopy. But yeah, had to hop on, had to say what's up. I know it is only Thursday, so I know a lot of people probably not gonna be popping on. Don't always hit this up on Thursday. Just wanted to hit it up anyways. Oh, they're moving that around. Worked a little bit. I don't know how long I'll stay out here tonight either. I'll probably just stack it all on top of there when I go in to go to bed. Not much of anything I can really burn out here. I have to tell some great stories. Stories of when I used to live in the city. Where I couldn't do this. I did have a couple little, like ghetto bonfires and stuff. Some pallets a couple of times, and over at my buddy's house, especially in the wintertime, he's always got a a can he's out burning in a metal can or something like that, just to keep a little bit of heat kind of close. This guy, he's like stays outside like all day in the wintertime. It's crazy. He's a madman. Yeah, I don't like the winter that much, but I'll probably be in it a little bit more this year just because I'm like gonna be out in it with the truck. I got to try to get a plow on that thing like before winter because I came here last year working on the house and just had a couple of times where a plow went down that main road and poof, there's like 3-4 foot of snow to get back out, and it was just crazy. It was crazy. It was too hard to get in and out. It was just crazy. Last winter was just nuts because I was here working even when there was no insulation. You know, before anything, before I could take a shower. I mean, I wasn't like I was sweating to death out here, but I had some rough nights. I finally got a hydrant put in with the well and everything, so I would like run outside in 10-degree weather sometimes and wash something off or whatever off that hydrant. It was just, I guess it was a good experience building the whole thing. It wasn't exactly cheap and it wasn't all exactly easy, but the after effect, I mean, look where I am. It's like, you could do that in your backyard. I mean, like directly in my backyard. Yeah, no problem. I could go back there and do it too. But you know, if I got to do something in the morning, I usually don't go too crazy with everything. I might try to split some wood. I might try to drag some wood out. I might use the chainsaw, cut some wood, something like that. But it's not going to be a what was that? It's not going to be like a full blown all day, all night thing, you know, like that. I'm not going to go too crazy when I got to be up at. I mean, it's like sleeping in for me, waking up at 7. So I figured, I'll probably wake up at 7, just because it's like that's like 5 hours of extra sleep for me, 6.5. Oh wait, 5.5, 4.5. Yeah, something like that. Hell yeah. So I don't know how long I'm gonna stay on here for either. So if anybody had anything, but I'm getting covered in ash, and I could just as easy go over there and grab more stuff, and go over here and grab more stuff, or go almost about where that big log is right there, and go grab more stuff and get this thing roasting right around the bottom a little bit further today. I'm trying to come down this side a little bit because that back part burnt up pretty good, but just trying to get rid of some of this nasty wood, and some of it's pretty wet, but trying to get rid of some of that and trying to get rid of some of that stump. I still got another one over here, man. It takes a while if you're just burning them. I drilled them out. I showed the whole thing last week, and yeah, it can be fun though. You're out here, you know. So maybe I hop off here. Maybe I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Just wanted to pop on, say hi. It's Thursday, and don't have to work tomorrow at the regular job, but I do, like I said, have the side work, so wasn't gonna stay on here long, but I might go grab more branches and stuff, throw them on here, and hang out quietly by myself for a few. You guys have a good evening. See you again soon.